King of Pop, who tied the knot with Lisa Marie Presley in 1994, passed away in 2009 at the age of 50. Are you aware that Lisa Marie Presley and Michael Jackson were once a married couple? Truly, their brief romance in the mid-1990s took the world by surprise. They were a match made in the royal courts of rock and roll. Jackson, who passed away on June 25, 2009, at the age of 50, once predicted he would die like the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. In a revelation that is as heart-wrenching as it is compelling, Marie Presley shared intimate reflections on her marriage with the King of Pop. Amidst a love story that intrigued a global audience, she has shed light on a darker, lesser-known narrative. Jackson felt he would die like her father, Elvis Presley. Jackson was worried about his final days, and he eventually came to the conclusion that many of his friends were vampires, as his ex-wife revealed. A haunting revelation, Michael Jackson's premonition of his final days. In the wake of Michael Jackson's death, Lisa Marie Presley has once come forward to share intimate details about their relationship and the profound fears that haunted the King of Pop in the final years of his life. The parallels between Jackson's tragic death and that of Marie Presley's father, Elvis Presley, are eerily similar and haunting. Years ago, Michael and I were having a deep conversation about life in general. I can't recall the exact subject matter, but he may have been questioning me about the circumstances of my father's death. She then revealed that Jackson confided in her about his intense fear of meeting the same fate as her legendary father. He stared at me very intensely and he stated with an almost calm certainty, "I am afraid that I am going to end up like him, the way he did." The final part of the conversation was him telling me that he felt that someone was going to try and kill him to get hold of his catalog and his estate. The world was captivated when the She's Out of My Life hitmaker and Lisa Marie Presley tied the knot. But what many didn't realize was the depth of their connection and understanding of each other's struggles. Having said that, she wanted to save him from the inevitable. I wanted to save him. I wanted to save him from the inevitable, which is what has just happened. I became very ill and emotionally/spiritually exhausted in my quest to save him from certain self-destructive behavior and from the awful vampires and leeches he would always manage to magnetize around him. Later, Marie Presley bemoaned the fact that Jackson, like her father, had surrounded himself with sycophants whom she referred to as vampires. Lisa Marie Presley's regrets after divorcing Michael Jackson. Watching Michael Jackson succumb to the same weaknesses and warning signs that had plagued her father's life was devastating for Lisa Marie Presley, as she further noted. "The hardest decision I have ever had to make, which was to walk away and let his fate have him, even though I desperately loved him and tried to stop or reverse it somehow." She later regretted not paying more attention to his warnings and developing a better understanding of the dark forces that surrounded him. After the divorce, I spent a few years obsessing about him and what I could have done different, and regret. A little over a year after tying the knot, their marriage came to an end in 1996. Presley filed for divorce, claiming irreconcilable differences, as we learned from CNN. Lisa Marie Presley believed that all of her ill experiences and remarks about him from the past had simply died inside of her along with him. She grappled with the tragic loss of not one but two iconic figures in her life, and it really blows me away. I still try to figure out what is it that I had to go through it twice with these two incredible people. In the end, Lisa Marie's words stand as a haunting tribute to a man who struggled to break free from the chains of his own fame and find solace. Despite her best efforts to save him, she could not prevent the tragic outcome that Jackson had feared. Please subscribe, like, and hit the notification button for more videos.